Okay.
If I look down.
Rolling.
We're rolling.
Lights, camera, action. There we go.
I love it. Okay, so we just dive in. All right, Preston Smiles. I'm so excited to be sitting down here with you. This is very surreal. This is awesome. So I've already told the people who you are to me, who you are, what you do, and I would love to just kick off before we really get into today's topic. Mm-hmm. I would love to kick off with you sharing with us, what are 2 or 3 things that you wish more women knew when it comes to men?
Okay, so it depends on how real and raw you want me to be.
Go for the real and rawest.
Okay, so ladies, just understand that my intention for this podcast and for this conversation and for you is for you to get everything that you want, for you to experience the love, compassion, the grace, the being cared for, being nurtured and protected, and all the other stuff that women tend to desire from a man. And I might be very heavy-handed in my assessment of what I've come to understand about men and women. And although I am not a dating professional, I'm probably better than most people in this space, because I spend a lot of time and have spent years and years and years coaching people through this stuff, through relationships, through marriages, through breakups, through every friend I know who goes through something with a man and texting or whatever the case may be, always calls me or texts me and they're like, okay, so this is what happened and what do I do? Mm-hmm. How do I interpret this? So I'm caveating all that. Number one, there is a big difference between someone a man would have sex with and someone a man would date and someone a man would marry. Those are 3 different categories, and 98% of it is on the woman, not the man.
Ooh, please say more.
So the all men, in my opinion, for the most part, I'll say that, for the most part, like if we took 100 men, 80 of them would be capable of turning on a dime and being the man that you want long term. 80 of 100. Now there's 20 that are just rotten to the core, and it may take them another 20 years to even just be okay. But there's 80% instantly would shift if you did. Ooh. And that's a heavy thing for some women to take on. But I'm just speaking from a man's perspective. I was once single many, many years ago. And, I do this thing where I spy. Okay. So I go to the gym and the trainers are there and they're all the 6'2", buff, beautiful, perfectly chiseled dudes. And I hear how they talk about their dates. I hear what happened on the weekend. I hear who they're bouncing in between and all that stuff. And then have all of you guys and all the girls and women in my space, and I hear how they talk and what they're going through. And I piece these things together because I sit in this sort of neutral spot where I can spy, and I'm unbiased. I'm married. I don't have a dog in the race per se. Mm-hmm. So, woman you'd have sex with, woman you date for a little bit, woman you would marry. A big portion of it is on the woman, and it's on her by way of how she holds herself. Mm-hmm. I recently was watching the Candace Owens versus 20 Feminists. Did you see that on Jubilee?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I know what you're talking about, though.
And so all her assessments were that it was her against feminist. And she was basically saying, because women give it up so easily now, men don't have to work as hard. And because they don't have to work as hard, it sort of creates this entire cycle where women are more depressed, more drugged up, more drunk, more unhappy, and they got everything they wanted by being just like men and getting the money and running the show, and what they got was terrible. Mm-hmm. That's where she sits. And obviously the feminists sit a different place, and I sit somewhere in between.
Okay.
And I sit somewhere in between because I do see the validity and I hear it. I have the locker room conversations with these young guys, and I'm like, would you date her? And they're like, hell no. Right? I was talking to a guy recently, and he was speaking to how when he met his now ex-girlfriend, she was breaking up with her fiance. And he was like a one night stand that turned into like a boyfriend. And he said for that reason, he would never marry her.
Ooh, yeah, because of how she showed up.
Exactly. And so she's 37, he's 38. They're both wanting. He wants kids, he wants relationship, he wants the thing. But because of how she angled that.
Yeah.
Now, my pushback to him was like, bro, why would you bang her then? Why would you make her your girlfriend? Why go down this whole rabbit hole and route with her if that's how you felt from the jump?
Good question.
Right? Well, it's because dudes are stupid, right? Dudes are stupid and selfish.
Say it again. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Stupid and selfish.
Yeah.
Most. All right. So here's, ladies, hear me. I'm turning the corner. Most dudes are stupid and selfish. And if there's 100 men, most of them are stupid and selfish, and 20 of them are ridiculously locked in, and they have a good portion of the qualities you're seeking, and the rest of them they will mature into. Mm-hmm. And that's another piece, both on the men and women side from a dating perspective. Yeah. I think that people's standards are too high because they can shop too easily.
Yes.
Again, listening to these guys the other day, and they were talking about how they were on Raya, Bumble, Tinder, some like threesome app, and like 7 apps.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, like, you know, I have, he's like, the longest I've gone in like 8 years without having sex is like 2 weeks.
Oh God.
And I'm like, bro.
For real? Okay.
Right? But it's because it's so easy to just pick someone else.
Yeah.
And I think it's on both sides. I've had this happen with me many times where people look at me and they go, well, my husband's not like you. My boyfriend's not like you. Well, I wasn't like me 7 years ago. I wasn't like me 13 years ago. I have matured into the type of man that can hold a lot.
Yeah.
And if Alexi only picked me based on what I currently was, then we wouldn't be together right now.
Yes.
We both had to see what was possible in each other. And to me, over looks and muscles and all the other stuff that we sort of push up to the top, it's what is this person's character?
Yes. Yes.
That.
So good. And she said something on a podcast you guys did a while back that has always stuck with me, which is you guys were talking about dating potential. And there's a difference between a lot of women date a man's potential. Like, I see the good in him. If he would just do his work, if he would heal a lot of his trauma, I know he'd be a good man. I know he'd be a good father. But you saw the potential in yourself. She saw it too, but you knew where you were going. You just weren't there yet. And that's the difference, I think, when it comes to dating someone's potential. A man with vision, even if he doesn't put you in front, is a man that you can follow. That's the same for me in business. It's the same for me in friendship. I only hang with dudes, really, who have their own vision and their own North Star. Yeah. And if they don't have it yet, they're in the process of creating it and allowing it to unfold. Because left to our own devices, we'll always go back to homeostasis. And homeostasis for this modern culture is weak, flabby, and surface. It's showy man and showy woman. Yeah. It's like the woman starter kit and the man starter kit. And because so many people haven't grown up around real woman demonstrations, because a lot of the moms failed. And when I say failed, I mean they failed to teach their daughters how to be with a man, keep a man. So there's boundaries and standards, and I think women fall in 2 camps. Either they completely let go of their own boundaries and standards to contort themselves to try to get the guy. Yes.
Or they hold them so high and so tight that there's no room or space for the two to become this third entity.
Yeah.
Because it's me and mine and you better. And, early in our relationship, Alexi and I were in what you would call a power struggle.
Yeah. I've been in those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. She's A-type. I'm an A-type. And both of us are trying to figure out how the the language of our relationship.
Yeah.
And because she's been hurt and wounded by the masculine, she's like, this is how it's going to be. And because I've been hurt and wounded by the feminine, I'm like, this is how it's going to be. And eventually both of us contorted ourselves, but not from a healthy place. Right? I didn't want to lose her, so I said, cool, I'll do what I've always done around women, which is I'll show you what you want to see.
Be the nice
and
guy.
then I'll be whatever I need to be over here, because it's not safe to be it in your presence. And ladies, hear me loud and clear. That's the worst thing that can happen in a relationship, is for your man to believe you are not safe.
So how can a woman show up for herself and her standards while also creating the safety for a man to be who he is to his core, both in her presence and away from her?
Yes. Again, a good portion of it is just her.
Yeah.
And it's all the in between. It's all the stuff, the grounding, regulating her own nervous system, falling in love truly with herself, her life, her skin, her hair, like unhooking from all of the social programming and conditioning that says her booty needs to look like this and her titties need to look like that. And a lot of that stuff. And again, no judgment towards anybody. And I know you've stepped into that realm, and Alexi stepped into that realm.
Yes, I did.
But even the entire plastic surgery industry, for me, when it comes to, for instance, again, I'll go to the gym. These 21-year-olds come in, and they are freshly out of all of their shots and everything else. And to me, no matter how you dress that up, I know that's a little girl who thinks she's ugly.
Yep.
Like,
Yes.
she could be the most attractive looking on the surface, but beneath that, she will not attract a king, because a king, a real man, will sniff that out in a second.
Yeah. Gave me full body chills right
Right?
now. Yep.
So it doesn't mean so for instance, Alexi had breast implants for 15, 20 years, right? There was a point where she graduated from that, even though they were still in.
Yeah.
And that's when I met her.
Yeah.
I met her and I went, that's a queen. I met her and said to myself, if I don't marry her, someone will scoop her up really fast. That's a wife.
Yes.
That's not just a girlfriend. That's not just somebody you have sex with. That's a wife. And that was all her own work. That was all the work she was doing before me. And then she continued to do it on the side of me. Now, here it is. We live in a world that is very challenging to be in right now. Like, stuff is messed up. And nobody wants to be with anybody that is going to cause them more stress. Period.
Yeah.
So men, ladies, hear this. Men we spend our whole lives playing team sports. And then we meet you. And if you don't know how to play team, because you know what happens when a boy is playing on the playground in some type of team sport, it's called a basketball, and there's a selfish player on the court?
Ooh.
They will never, when we're picking people, oh, I got Craig, I got Tommy, they will skip over Jason every time, because Jason is selfish and doesn't know how to play team.
Yep.
Well, you take that same little boy and you have him start dating in a world that's really challenging. If that woman does not know how to play team, meaning, i.e., like she does the small stuff, she understands her nature, because there's nurture and there's nature. The nature of a woman, to me, is to nurture. And so if he meets this sort of hardcore boss babe who positions herself as like, you minions, figure it out, without the other side, you could have that. But if the game is to have that and to have the other side, have the yang energy and the yin energy. If she can put that down, she can put that sword down and soften. She could put that sword down and say, I got you. Let me rub your back. How was your day? I'm so sorry. Oof, that one in itself. Ladies, you're going to hate me for this. There is a million memes. There are a million conversations that have gone on for the last 100 years about how women have a hard time apologizing for anything.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because anytime it gets brought up, usually it's a group of women who are like, no, we don't. It's you guys. And it always gets right
Your
back.
fault.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're like, this is the thing you're doing. Right?
Here it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have literally heard conversations just behind the scenes with dudes talking. And they're like, yo, and she apologizes. Like they use it as a thing. They're like, yo.
Wife material.
Yes.
She apologizes.
Then all the dudes are like, what? Like, it's
No
a
way.
whole thing. Because that makes,
Wow.
what happens in a man's consciousness is he goes, I could marry her then. Because we're going to get it fucked up. Life is going to happen.
Yeah, but we're in it together.
But we're in it together.
Yeah. She
But
can own her part.
Yes. If she can own, not everybody always is perfect, makes every choice the right way, X, Y, and Z. If she can own that she messed up, if she can own, she has a little bit of humbleness and can say, my bad, babe. That was a bit much. Right? I cannot tell you. Oh, you're going to laugh at this one. So we were at a party at my friend Adrian's house, and it was time to eat. And so it was my group of friends. It was 4 guys, 1 woman who was with one of my friends. So they're dating. And then at the other end of the table is 5 women.
Okay.
We don't know them, right? So the guys are having a conversation with the woman, and it's us. And then the women are having a conversation. And something got brought up around this. And I asked one of the girls, I said, so what happens if, let's say, you have a really hard period, menstrual cycle, and you're like super mean to your man? And she was like, nothing. And we were like, wait, what?
Hold up,
Yeah.
what?
She's like, nothing. Like, I'll just like give him a look. Like, I'll give him the look. Like, like my bad, right? But I won't like actually say anything.
Wow.
And we're like, why not?
Yeah, why not?
And she's like, no, like, no. Of course not. Like, why would I do that, right?
Yeah.
And then all the other women started justifying it and saying the same thing. And it became this, like, battle of the sexist conversations at this table. And one of the women was, like, a dragon woman, and she fucking, like, came after everybody, including the couple. And then they got up and walked away from the table, and it was this whole thing. And all of it stemmed from the conversation of, are you willing to just apologize?
Yeah.
And I think, to me, a big part of it is women have been so wounded by the masculine
Yes.
that they just want to pay us back.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like, it wasn't you, but I'm going to fuck you up for this one.
Well,
Like,
and when your standards are so low to the ground, too, that you could trip over them and you haven't known how to really speak your needs or speak your boundaries, and you're used to people, breaking those, it's easy to get the walls up really, really high. Yeah. And pay back.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, this is so good. All right, so now I really want to ask you this. We had this conversation almost a year ago, and I have been dying to hear your thoughts on it. So, you know my story. People know my story. I dated, I was in a very toxic relationship, 2 big ones. And I got out of that. And as I got out of that, I noticed I started dating a lot of nice guys, and I was really bored.
Yes.
Okay, and I really struggled with this, and I'm dying to hear your opinion because I don't think there's a quick fix here. But I think the question becomes, am I bored because I'm so used to this roller coaster ride that I've been on, and now I'm dating what feels like I'm on a gondola, and I'm so bored because it's not the up and down? Or am I not attracted to this person because it's simply out of alignment? There's not real compatibility here. How can women know that when they're used to the bad boy and they're wanting a healthy, conscious, beautiful relationship?
Facts. So this goes both ways. I have a friend, a male friend I'm coaching right now on this same thing. And he has bumped up against like having to rewire and restructure what he finds attractive.
Yeah.
Because most of what he found attractive came from a trauma bond and a sort of loop of him never being worthy enough and needing to chase and perform to make her feel good, and he needed that. It was a way that he got high.
Yeah.
And so when he started dating this really healthy woman from Hawaii, it felt boring to him.
Yeah.
It felt like,
where's the chaos?
Where's the like, right?
The edge.
Yes,
Where's the yeah.
And the coaching that I gave him, supported him with, which is the same I would give to any woman who's having this, is the coaching that I got when I was an actor in LA 16 years ago. And that was, there are no small parts, only small actors. Now, what does that mean? It means that whether I book, guy who smokes cigarette and says, hey, to John Travolta, or I book, Nicolas Cage versus not John Travolta in Face Off, both of those parts are determined by my consciousness, not the actual role. And for instance, I'm never bored, but I've worked on that.
Yeah.
I've expanded my capacity. This is why embodiment work is so big. I've expanded my capacity and field to be able to be entertained by the wind and the trees and the leaves and the ants and the moments where nothing's happening. That's one. So more often than not, it's me.
Yeah.
It's so easy to point to the nice guys and go, it's them. And it is sort of them, because that's an epidemic in itself.
Yes.
Right? Men have been raised by well-meaning mothers who beat the killer out of them. And so what you get is this big polarization, big jump. They're either toxic killers or weak.
You walk all over them.
Walk all over them.
Yep.
Well, here's the interesting thing. Going back to what we spoke about earlier. If there's 100 men, 80 of them can go from this to a healthy version of this.
Yeah.
Same from there to there. Safety is one of the most important words. Safety in the body, safety in the environment. So anytime I take a course, right? We have Bridge coming up. Anytime I go, do a seminar or anything like that, I remind myself that I can create heaven or hell at any given moment wherever I am. And it is more on me than it is the book or the program or the seminar or the workshop. If I go to that and I say, get me high, make me feel good, make me feel, get me high, come on, lift me. Then what I'm essentially saying is, you own me.
Yeah.
You are the source of my power. If you're too nice, then I can't feel high. If you're too toxic, then I can't feel X. Well, if I'm in my locus of power and I'm really locked in, it doesn't matter what these two people or scenarios are occurring, because both can be transformed and transmuted based on me. I said on a call the other day, women to me are closer to God than men. And yet most women have forgotten that part of their power.
Yes.
They're disconnected from that part of their power. And so this is a stupid example, but it would be like if you saw a tiger skateboarding, right? You'd be like, okay, that's interesting, but I'm pretty sure that's not what that creature is supposed to be doing.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You're like, okay.
I get it, but is that right?
Yeah. Doesn't...
It can do so much more.
Yeah, it doesn't quite feel like that's what it's meant for.
Yeah.
And to me, women as a whole, especially in this modern society, are like a tiger skateboarding. You have all this power. You are a beast in the most beautiful way, and yet you are slightly off. You're not there. This is why when women meet Alexi or they come, do stuff here at the house, they're like, oh, that's different.
Yes.
And And I'm sure so many people have that same experience with you, which is why your programs and podcasts and things will be so successful. It's different when you get in a space with somebody who's living the stuff they talk about.
Yeah.
And who moved through enough of, because nobody ever gets through all of their trauma. Nobody ever gets through all of their shame. And if you do, a new pile of it will be coming through. So that's not the goal. The goal isn't to get rid of it. The goal is to be so embodied that it feels unnatural. Unnatural. Right now, it feels natural to most people to operate from their trauma and their shame. Yeah. It's so close that it just feels like them. And they don't know, this is why bridge is such a big deal, because they don't know themselves without it. Yes. Until they come into a space like the bridge experience, where we help them unearth those parts. And then they go, ooh, okay, so what's possible from here?
Yes. Yes. I broke a pattern at bridge that I carried for 36 years. It's unlike anything I've ever experienced. Okay. So one last question, because I know the women are going to be thinking this. I'm even thinking some of it. Yes. So for the woman that's like, all right, I know I'm meeting men who want to date me. I'm not just the take me home for the night and have fun with me. They are like, this is a woman I want to date.
Yes.
What's the jump or what's the transition between I want to date her to that's my wife?
Yes. Teamwork.
Okay.
Teamwork and range.
Yes. The sexiest quality in a human.
Yes.
Yeah.
Teamwork and range, which they kind of go together. Range comes from embodiment work. Range comes from moving through your good portions of your own trauma and childhood wounding and church programming and school programming and good girl programming and all of that stuff that has been sort of layered over most women, right? When you start to remove layer and layer and layer, then you go, oh, then I am all things, right? Again, to me, women are closer to God than men are. And so as women remove these layers, they're so tuned in, tapped in that they are the magic. It's where life comes from. Yeah. And so a woman who has range, meaning she will cut your throat and fuck you all at the same time, that woman is like, oh, like, take my money, take my everything. Like, just come on.
Take it all.
Right?
Yeah.
And a woman with that much power who can say, and I see you, and I want to lift you up, and I want you to do good. And I know you're better than what you just showed. And I'm not going to punish you for the next 18 years for some dumbass mistake you made because you're a human.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah. I think there's another question. So when it comes to, all right, I'm just going to use you two as an example because you're an amazing couple. Let's say Alexi does something that really hurts your feelings. But it was a boundary or a standard, something you broke. You crossed the line in some way that hurt her. How can she be a stand for herself and also a stand for your marriage?
Yes.
Yeah. So what could that look like?
I hurt her feelings or she hurt mine?
You hurt her feelings. You did something that crossed a boundary that upset her. Yes.
That's happened so many times.
Yes. Yeah. And she wants to stay true to like, this hurt me. This is not okay. Like this behavior is not okay. And I love you and choose you still. Where's that line?
Yes. So the cool part is that we practice this with our kids all the time. They will have these tantrums over stupid stuff. And most stuff is stupid stuff. Yeah. Like even this, like, oh, you hurt my feelings. It's really stupid. Like it often is. And to the body and to the nervous system, it's not stupid. Right. It registers as a lot of pain. Yes. Right. What my wife does amazingly now, she didn't always do this, and I didn't always do this, is she will give her body the opportunity to feel those feelings all the way through before she brings them to me in a, let's call it sloppy, blame-filled way.
Got it.
So the feelings get the opportunity to be felt fully before you go find out whether it's true or not true.
Not always in your presence. Like she'll have her own moment to feel it.
Correct.
Okay, got it.
Yes. So that is a gift to me, and it's a gift back to our marriage because, again, the mind, not again, I'll say this, we are processing lots of bits of information. And there's a term called neuroception, which basically means that once you are hurt in childhood, if you were neglected, abused, you saw somebody else get abused, you were raped, you were molested, you were catcalled, you got beat up, car accident, whatever it is, you got broken up with really bad, somebody had sex with your best friend, whatever it was, once that occurs, the body takes like a screenshot of it. And then it scans for the rest of its life for things that might look like that. And if you get even close to it, the personality will come forward and go, oh, we need to guard ourselves from this. This is where a lot of women get in trouble, because they'll find a guy they really love and they like, and they'll sabotage it before it can actually happen because neuroception is up. And she's testing. Oh, let me see how he's going to be with this. And she'll put him through all these loops and tests. Meanwhile, what he's going is, oh, she's not good at teamwork. Ooh, she's really selfish. Ooh, she's cold as fuck. I can't even get to her heart. I don't feel her. Yeah. She's a woman, but she's a tiger skateboarding.
Right?
Because I can't feel her.
Yeah.
Well, meanwhile, she's going, of course you can't feel me because I'm not going to let you in yet.
Right.
So now we have a problem. Mm-hmm. A woman who addresses some of those core wounds and starts to calm that part of her body that will set off the neuroception is a woman that has range, because we are always deleting, distorting, and generalizing. Deleting, distorting, and generalizing. So you and I could see the same car accident, and because 10 minutes later the cops can come and say, tell us what happened.
Yeah.
We will have different stories because our brains were computing differently.
Yeah.
We may be in the same ballpark, but it will be different because we delete, distort, and generalize. This is the issue that men have with women, because they'll say, in 1987, you said this, and you looked at her and she had the red dress on, and I know what you were thinking when you looked at her, and your ex texted you and you liked a picture where she had a bathing suit on, and you know what women think when you like a picture to wear a bathing suit on? They think you want to date them.
Yes.
And so it's this whole thing, and the dude's going,
like, what?
He is
What's
losing
actually
it.
happening?
Yeah, he's like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. This is not a wife for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm dumb. That's the dude's thing. He's like, I'm stupid. I just was fucking liking shit, and like, I didn't like think it out like that. But
Is that what's really going on when men like hot photos of women? Do you think it's more just like, no, it's pretty, so I'll just like it?
Yes, he wants to affirm the beauty.
Yes.
He's not thinking like, my partner or girl I just started dating is going to think, you want to date her too, and you're going to date her, and you're going to do this when we get together. And like, then she'll try to pick at things and set up little traps. And dudes hate traps.
Ooh, yeah.
Because we're so simple, right? You nurture a boy and put him around all boys. Boys don't do that to each other. They're just like, hey, bro, like my kids, the 3 boys that fight, they fight. Yeah. But it's so clean. There's no traps in it. It's so clean. And so girls are a little more...
Yep.
They know how to play the game, and they'll set up this thing, and if you say this thing wrong, then they'll make that mean that, and then
you're dead.
Then you're gone,
yes.
Right? So all that to say, my wife does something really awesome where she'll give herself the space to feel what she needs to feel. Mm-hmm. She will do somatic practices to allow whatever feeling tone that wants to be felt and heard and to come up, and then she will do her best to bring a clean version of an inquiry or a request or a requirement for moving forward, and then grace. Yeah. Grace. All humans need grace. Everybody, for the most part, is doing the best they can from where they can with the tools and consciousness they have available. And so if your man or parents or whoever do some dumb shit, it's not because they want to purposely hurt and harm you. If they like the damn picture, just tell them, bro, don't like those pictures, please. And just make it fun. Like, hey, that, like, my girl brain wants to make this a whole thing. Like, I'm going to give you, watch this. If a woman came to a dude she was just starting to date, and she saw, because she was spying, right? She was looking at what he was looking at on Instagram.
Oh, I've done that.
Right?
Yeah,
right?
I've
This
done that.
whole
Not proud
thing.
of it. Mm-hmm.
Right? She's spying, looking for dirt, looking for
Yes.
reasons, neuroception, right?
Yes.
Scanning for how he's going to hurt me too.
Yep.
even if that happens, if she comes to him and says, Tommy, I just want to own something, and then I need your help, babe.
Yep.
Can you help me? Yeah, of course. Okay. I'm going to say this too. The intention and the ending of this is us hugging, kissing, and maybe having sex, right?
He's listening now.
Now he's listening even more. He's like,
I'm in.
All right, cool, right? So all I need is your help, Tommy, right? Well, instantly you have Tommy in a different part of his brain, right? He's in that like reptilian, like, I got my girl. Like, what kind of help does she need? And then if that woman said, hey, I know you're a guy. I know you got a dick. I know you're attracted to people. That's not a big deal. But it is a big deal for me, and it would help me so much if when you saw those type of pictures, you didn't like them. Because my cousins and my friends know I'm dating you now, and I just don't like the whole, like, did you see that your man liked this Instagram booty picture thing? And like, I get it, and please, could you help me, right?
So good.
That dude will be able to hold that times 1,000.
Yes.
The issue is it usually never comes out that way, and it's little setup traps. So we're like, what were you doing?
Yes.
Like, and he's like, oh, what's going on? Right? And he's like, oh, yes, yes.
Shame,
yes.
hide, right.
Yep. So that.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. You know, I actually, I did that in a relationship not long ago, but I was looking at people that he was liking, and I was like, how can I find a way for him to know that I saw it without him knowing I looked? How can I like manipulate this? And I stopped myself. I said, no, Megan, either you're going to deal with this on your own, or you're going to tell him exactly what you did.
Yes.
There is no lying. There's no playing in between. So I just told him what I did, and we resolved it. But whoo, we do that. We do that shit.
Yes, that's so good. Good for you for telling him. That builds trust.
Yes.
Trust builds safety, right? 4 components of trust. Sincerity, top one. If you don't have that, you don't have trust. Care, right? Does this person care about me? Do they care about this job? Do they care about whatever it is we're pointing at? Reliability. Can I rely on this person to show up for me, to do their best? Competency, right? Can they do the job? And really, if you have number 1, all the other 3 can be worked on.
Okay.
So what you did in that moment was you showed him that you were reliable, that you cared, and that you are competent of moving through your own neurosis and outing yourself.
Yes.
That to a man registers at, that's the type of stuff he tells his friends on the side as like, my girl is way better than your girl. Like, that's like, he'll be like, because all men, hear me, don't get mad at me, do not clip this in a terrible way.
Tell us.
All men know that women are crazy.
Yeah.
Right? We're just like, you guys are fucking nuts, and we
have our moments.
We love you.
Yes.
We love you. We
you're nuts.
You guys are nuts. That's a part of being a woman. That's like a tiger, right? And so it's not like, oh, it's this big conspiracy. We're like, my mom's nuts. Everybody's fucking, if you have a vaginal tract, you are nuts because you are closer to God.
Yeah.
Right? You are all things. So we don't look at that and go, she's did this. We go, she did this, and she has range. She could be responsible too.
Yes. I'm
marrying that one.
Yes.
That's the type of shit that happens.
There it is.
Yes.
Okay, so for real last question, because you know too, and I've talked about this a little bit, but I think one of my biggest life lessons in this lifetime is trust. Learning to really trust men, learning to really trust myself. So I think for so long I dated the toxic or the bad boy, knowing that I wasn't going to trust him, but it was still safe for me to do that because I could just stay in that belief, like, see, I don't trust you. See.
Yes.
So now for women who are out of that pattern, they're going into healthier relationships. It's almost like this question of, am I getting triggered right now because someone from my past hurt me, or is he showing signs that maybe he's not trustworthy? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, how do they tell the difference really in that?
Yeah. Well, this is going to be a terrible answer.
Okay.
But of course he's not trustworthy. Yeah. You're not either.
Yeah.
Like, hear that. Women think they're so perfect, but they're not.
No.
You guys are shitty humans too. And we you say, oh, I'm gonna get a diet and I'm not gonna do X, I'm not gonna drink for 3 months and then you drink again, right? Like there's so many things you do that is untrustworthy. And I had Kate Northrup on my podcast and we were talking about why she stopped getting Botox. And it was so genius, her answer. And it was her husband said to her, hey babe, you know how you make us get organic everything?
Oh, shit.
You know how like everything has to be like non-GMO, X, Y, and Z. Why is that okay? But then you fucking shoot yourself nonstop.
Because it's okay.
Yes, yeah. And she was like, touche, you got me. All right, done, right?
Yeah.
And so it's, again, a dude can deal with anything. But the type of woman that becomes a wife is the type that can say, my bad.
Yeah.
You got me. And yes, people will let you down. They inevitably will. Just to really answer your question, everybody has to come off of their high horse.
Yeah.
Everybody has to recognize that mistakes will be made.
Yeah.
You do want to look at someone's character, and if it becomes consistent, that is when you run.
Yes. Yeah, but it takes time.
It takes time, right? Yeah. So for instance, it does and it doesn't. Because for instance, I have this friend that I've coached for years with dating stuff, and she'll date a guy, start dating a guy, she'll text him at 1 p.m. If he has not texted her by 3 p.m., she's like, of course.
Yeah, it's over.
He's another one of those guys that just doesn't it's not trustworthy. The masculine is this. And I'm like, stop. Fucking stop. Yeah. Like, hear me loud and clear.
Yeah.
Don't do this, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is your pattern. The pattern is, if it's not exactly when I want it, how I want it, and the time that I want it, and he doesn't fill me up and make me feel secure and safe, then he is there for. And this drives a wedge, and it drives the men away, and you never get the lesson. The lesson is fill your own cup. The lesson is feel so good from the inside out that it doesn't matter whether he texts or not.
Yeah.
That's the lesson.
Yeah.
And that's when it becomes a cherry on top. Everybody wants to be on the winning team. Nobody wants to be on the anxious, crybaby, scary, blamey team, right? Be on the team where you go, oh, that's a winner. She loves herself. I want some of that for me.
Gives me full body chills.
Yes.
So good. So good. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know you, what's the best way to find you and connect with you?
Probably YouTube or Instagram.
Okay.
Anywhere there if you want to see stuff. And then if you really want to do some real heavy lifting, come to the Bridge Experience. The website is thebridgemethod.org. Thebridgemethod.org. Come to that. You will take lifetimes worth of patterns out of your body and position yourself in a way that makes it easier to be a good wife.
So good. Thank you so much. I could talk to you for hours, but thank you for all of this. Yeah.
It's good.